All right, guys, welcome to part 4 of the house flipping tips series. In today's video, we're going to go over the art of staging for a quick sell. Now, if I were an agent, which I am, so look me up on Instagram at @TheKyleKargis and let us know if we can help you buy or sell the house you're looking for. As a real estate agent, I would give you a referral so you can have a consultation, and they're going to teach you how to declutter your house, remove some probably furniture that might not fit exactly, and then go from there. When you're house flipping, we're gonna skip all that initial part because why? The house is empty. There's nothing in there. In fact, that is kind of the problem. New buyers are gonna come to your house and it might look gorgeous, but they're gonna have a hard time seeing how their furniture or how they would enjoy the different spaces in the house. So staging is bringing in furniture, decor, art, everything, so they can visualize what it would be like to live there, and they can park themselves in that house mentally and make an offer on your place. So it has been proven that staging will reduce the amount of time to sell. However, I want to say right up front that we definitely don't stage every house that we sell. In fact, a lot of homes that we sell, we do not stage. You might wonder why. Well, typically, our target price point upon selling a house is at the median home price point and less. So they're usually a little bit less expensive, which means there's a bigger buyer pool for these homes, and it depends on the market. We just left a very hot, frenzied market where everything was going at full retail price or higher. Well, for most buyers, if they're having a lender involved, there's an appraisal that's going to be done. So if you're already selling your house for top dollar and you're hitting that appraisal amount, staging the home might get you a higher offer, but you're going to be having to let it go for that appraised value. You might be aware that when it was so hot, people were putting down additional cash. So there were times where it still made sense to do it in a hot market. However, because you might be capped, that is something to take into consideration because staging does cost money. And if you're able to sell it super fast for top dollar already, might not be worth it. And like I said, in a lot of cases for us, we don't use it. Anything more expensive, well, you're trying to help them justify why they're willing to pay so much for that house. These type of buyers, there's less of them, so it's more important to every buyer that comes through the door for them to have a great experience, for them to visualize themselves in the house. Where are their kids going to be? Where are they going to sit to watch TV? How's that little interesting nook over there going to work? All of that can be solved with staging. Now, your staging experience can vary greatly. Sometimes with house flipping, it becomes very systematic and you're not going to be as particular about, hey, sit down with me, show me all the different pieces that you're going to use for this specific house, etc., etc. Now, I highly recommend asking a lot of these questions up front the first time you use a company, because each company can vary greatly on how much time they spend, what type of furniture they're going to use, what's their style, does it vibe with you, and do you think that is what people are looking for? I would ask them how many houses that they stage. Are they new? How long have they been in business? Being longer in business doesn't necessarily always mean that they do a better job. Now, the very first job of a home stager is to, of course, provide the furniture that's going to go into the home. So you need to make sure that the style goes along with the house, with the type of buyer that you're looking for. Based on price point, based on location, it could be 55 and older. It could be a hot, trending, more hip place. Who's gonna pay? You are going to imagine who this buyer is and what do you need that house to look like to get them to spend their money. Now, the second job of the stager is how to place that furniture to highlight the most important features that are gonna bring them most money. Also, how to help them overcome these weird nooks that you might think, what in the world would I put in there, when a perfect reading chair and light might work fabulous and feel also cozy. Now, the other thing that they'll have to do is artwork. They're gonna put things up on the walls. They'll be checking colors, which maybe they bring in with pillows or the artwork or any other knickknacks or decor. Now, something to note is you don't always have to do every room in the house. It's actually quite popular to do the main family and kitchen area, bathrooms, and master bedroom, and leaving out the guest bedrooms and any other room that just isn't that big of a deal. A lot of people can really feel how their bed and those type of things would fit in that space, and it's really personal. However, the lot larger spaces is where you really want to shine, because that is where your house will stick out compared to the others. A lot of times, a bedroom is just a bedroom. Now, of course, they're paying attention to the inside, trying to make it look as luxurious as possible. But don't forget, they need to look on the outside as well. This isn't always necessary and will cost you more money, but sometimes if there's a feature like a fire pit, you might want to have some chairs around it so they can envision themselves roasting marshmallows. Well, if there's a pool, maybe you put a little relaxing chair with an umbrella. So when they walk by, yep, that's the spot I want to be. Or in the front yard, especially if it's 55 and older or very trendy to be out walking around, walking your dog, etc. Put some chairs out front because people want to be a little more social in those areas. So take everything into account, and they should guide you all the way through this process. Now, the more they're going to handhold you, the more they're going to cost you. So you need to find that right balance to find as good as possible and get the most bang for your buck. Now, it might take a couple tries, but eventually you're going to find someone that works and stick with it, and then just trust them. Now, just like anywhere, it can be hard to find a good one. So make sure you ask for recommendation. The very first person I'd ask is your realtor, but you can ask your contractor, your landscaper. All of these types of people a lot of times have other connections, so ask away. A referral is always better. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna have success, but it definitely ups the chances. Now, some people ask me, isn't this something I can just do myself and go and grab? To a certain extent, yes. However, it is not my forte. If it's yours or your spouse's, then maybe yes, go right ahead. Just make sure it's not taking away time from you for looking for the next deal. I can tell you, once you really start growing, it's not going to be worth it, and it's better to hire all of this out, get it very systemized so it just happens like clockwork. I'm telling you, use this when it makes sense and save the money when it doesn't. All right, guys, I hope this really helped you, because staging a home in the current market where the average days on market is 80, 90 days, this could really save you a lot of time, which means money when it comes to house flipping. So I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Peace.